Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Everything Scary. Today, we will look at the story of the kidnapped woman who was lucky she even survived. Enjoy.
The air was quiet and kinda spooky as I stood alone at the empty train station. The vending machine's soft hum caught my attention, and I figured grabbing some drinks would be a good idea for the train ride home. Little did I know, this regular night was about to turn into a scary tale that would stick with me. As I pressed the buttons to get my drinks, strange sounds echoed from the other side of the station. It was a mix of whispers and creaks, making me feel uneasy. I hesitated, wondering if I should check it out, but then I convinced myself it was just the usual noises in an old station. With drinks in hand, I turned to leave, but the weird sounds got louder. It was like a creepy melody in the air. Despite feeling on edge, I decided to tough it out, thinking it was just my imagination going wild. That's when the flickering lights cast long shadows, and things took a creepy turn. The hallway seemed endless, and the eerie sounds wouldn't let up. I felt a tightness in my chest, and my breath got faster. Suddenly, I saw a shadowy figure at the end of the hallway. Panic hit me, and I ran for it. I shouted for help, but the station stayed silent. The shadowy figure chased me, and no matter how fast I ran, it was always there. I darted around corners, desperate to get away. I finally hid behind one and squeezed into a trash can, hoping the darkness would hide me. Time crawled as I waited, but then I got hit hard, and everything went dark. When I woke up, I was stuck in the trunk of a car. Fear hit me, but I remembered the small phone the bad person forgot to take. I called the police, describing the car and my situation. They said help was coming, but it felt like forever. Sirens in the distance gave me hope, but the car sped up. Gunshots rang out, and the car crashed. I hit my head again, and when I woke up, there were police and an ambulance. The bad person, a serial killer on the run, got stopped by the police, but the memory of that scary night stuck with me. Days turned into nights, and the nightmares wouldn't stop. The station, once a regular place, became a scary spot in my mind. Sleep was hard to find, and every little noise made me jump. Therapy helped a bit, but the shadows in my mind lingered. The trial brought the bad person's dark deeds to light. Survivors shared their stories, and the weight of what happened hung in the air. The scars stayed, visible and hidden. The train station, once a place of fear, became a symbol of strength, a reminder that I made it through. As time passed, I started to put my life back together. The station, once a scary place, turned into a victory. Yet, the shadows whispered, a reminder of the night I faced fear. In the quiet of the night, knowing the nightmare was over brought comfort. The station, once a backdrop for horror, now stood as a symbol of the strength found in unexpected places, a strength forged in fear and tested in the journey to healing. Months rolled by, and I found myself on a path to healing. The nightmares didn't vanish entirely, but they became less intense. I started to face each day with a bit more courage, knowing that the worst was behind me. The once dreaded train station became a place of reflection. I revisited it during daylight, reclaiming the space that had been tainted by fear. Each step felt like a triumph, a small victory over the lingering shadows of that night. Therapy sessions continued, providing a safe space to unravel the emotions tied to that traumatic experience. The therapist, with words as gentle as a breeze, guided me through the process of understanding and coping. Simple words became the bridge to navigate the complex maze of my feelings. One day, as I stood on the platform where the nightmare had begun, I noticed a group of people waiting for their trains. The station, once a ghostly place in my mind, was now bustling with everyday life. It dawned on me that life, with its routine and normalcy, had a remarkable way of soothing even the deepest wounds. In my journey to recovery, I discovered a newfound appreciation for the simplicity of everyday moments. The warmth of sunlight, the laughter of children, and the familiar rhythm of a passing train became beacons of normalcy. These simple pleasures acted as stitches, slowly mending the fabric of my fractured soul. As I shared my story with those close to me, I realized the power of connection in healing. Friends and family became anchors, offering support and understanding. Their simple gestures of kindness, whether a reassuring touch or a shared meal, spoke louder than any elaborate words. The trial, while emotionally taxing, marked a pivotal chapter in my healing process. Facing the serial killer in court, recounting the harrowing events, and witnessing justice being served allowed me to reclaim a sense of control. The legal proceedings became a tangible step towards closure, a word that held profound significance in my journey. The scars, both visible and hidden, became badges of resilience. Each one told a story of survival, a testament to the strength found in the most unexpected moments. Simple acts of self-care, whether a quiet walk in the park or a comforting cup of tea, became rituals of self-love, gradually erasing the remnants of fear that had lingered for so long. Nights became less daunting, and sleep, once elusive, became a welcome respite. Simple routines, like reading a book or listening to soothing music before bedtime, created a sense of calm. The nightmares, though sporadic, lost their ability to grip me in paralyzing fear. In the process of rebuilding, I stumbled upon a local support group for survivors of traumatic experiences. Sharing stories with others who had faced their own shadows became a source of strength. Simple words of encouragement, exchanged in those gatherings, created bonds that transcended the isolation that trauma often brings. Seasons changed, and with them, my own transformation continued. The once overpowering memories of that fateful night started to fade, replaced by a newfound appreciation for the present. Simple joys, like the first snowfall or the bloom of spring flowers, became symbols of renewal and hope. The shadows of the past no longer dictated the course of my days. I began to dream again, setting simple goals that marked milestones in my recovery. Whether it was learning a new skill, volunteering in the community, or embarking on small adventures, each step forward felt like a triumph over the lingering echoes of that night. As I reflect on the journey from the haunted train station to the present moment, I realize that healing is a gradual process. Simple acts of courage, like revisiting the scene of the ordeal or sharing my story, became catalysts for profound change. The scars, once sources of pain, now serve as reminders of the strength that emerged from vulnerability. The narrative of that night, once dominated by fear, has transformed into a story of resilience and triumph. The simplicity of everyday life, the support of loved ones, and the power of connection became the cornerstones of my recovery. The shadows that once loomed large now serve as a backdrop to the vibrant tapestry of my renewed existence.
And that's it. If you liked the story, we would appreciate like and comment. Also, don't forget to take a look at our other stories.